On the channel lately, it's all about showcasing different items that I haven't shown on the channel. Things that intrigue me, things that I think the consumer might find kind of fun, and things I personally want to see just up close and personal. Now, I do collaborate with Bayam a ton, and whenever they get some new arrivals that catch my attention, I want to show the audience, and these are no exception. So here's how confusing they are. It is lightweight slash semi-solid or hollow, however you want to refer to it, but it's reversible, it's Miami Cuban link, and it's not Monaco. So I've been trying to get my hands on some of these reversible Cubans for a minute because they give you a lot of look for not a ton of bread. And today we're both gonna be checking out in person because it just touched down and I'm excited to check it out and share my thoughts with you guys. Let's roll my music so we can check out the lightweight, reversible, non-Monaco Miami Cuban link on a budget.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy C to the U to the B today. Shout out to Bayam for sponsoring today's video and sending these over as requested. Now you heard right, reversible. That reversible part was kind of like, well, all Miami Cuban links are reversible, but not necessarily, and I'll share my thoughts on why. But the hollow aspect we've seen on the channel before as the Monaco chain. Now we've seen the Monaco. If you guys haven't seen the torture tests and abuse that I put the Monaco through, including, well, running over it with an entire SUV, feel free to click one of the links up here and I'll link that previous video so you guys can check it out, as that hollow piece was a lot more impressive than I originally thought. Now they sent over 4 different sizes so we can get a gauge from a daily wear to like a big boy stunt piece at a club. So let's go ahead and jump right into these joints so we can take a look at them because I really just want to see them. 4 pieces on deck. I'm assuming this one's going to be the smallest size. So let's leave this one for last and let's jump right into one of the bigger boxes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Boom. All right, so let's unbox this puppy and see what we got up in here. Oh, so this might be one of the larger ones. All right. All right, so I think we literally started with the biggest one, and this is the 13.5 reversible hollow, which looks a little bit on the sharper side on the file, or at least on the construction of the link. But this is what makes it a little bit different than your traditional Monaco. Once again, it still has those what I call hollow holes in between the links, which make it very lightweight. It has a nice sharp coherent file throughout, but you can see that the synergy between the links is pretty much perfect, making it that reversible, which is actually very cool. On a traditional Miami Cuban link, you have the file on top and the bottom kind of usually just lays flat, so it always stays face up, laying flat on your chest, as opposed to this one, since Cuban links consistently flip over, as we know based on the box locks. Whatever side this decides to go on, it's exactly the same. The links are not super gappy, they're a little bit more spaced than your traditional Miami Cuban link, but it does give that mobility, and again, if it flips over, we're not too worried. This is also not something that you need to worry about like a crazy flip link, because it'll be easy to flip back over as well. But what makes this different from the traditional Monaco, that it has a classical style box lock look, which is what I wanted to see. Granted, these are casted pieces, right? But they're an affordable attempt for you to have that real Miami Cuban link look. I've even seen some traditional Miami Cuban link handmade joints with this type of lock on them. So I don't know about the durability of this lock. These are all 10K pieces, if I didn't mention that in the past. So they save you a little bit of bread there. That's the insignia as well with the 10K stamping. But you can tell that this is all one piece that's casted, but it has your traditional figure 8s. Don't know what the durability of them is. Let's check them out real quick. All right, decent tension here, moderate tension there. This is the tongue, also known as the male and female portion of it. Let's see the click on these. Okay, not falling off. I'm not tugging on it excessively hard either. So I'm not trying to break a piece. I just wanted to see if it actually snapped into place and held out. But we're talking about a 13.5 millimeter. This is a big boy piece. We got to check this joint out on neck, because it is pretty handsome. So another close-up view of the 13.5 millimeter 10K reversible Miami Cuban link, semi-solid as they like to call it, or hollow, whatever you like to refer to it to. But again, the big differentiating factor is that this has a more traditional classical box lock look, as opposed to the CZ Stone Monaco style lock that a lot of people really don't like. And nowadays, with the popularity of the Monaco, it's kind of like, oh, that's a Monaco chain, and whoever's like a chain enthusiast or whatever is like, ah, she's whack, or they just know what time it is. But this one could at least sway others to be like, all right, they won't even bat an eye on this joint. See how it does on neck. I mean, talk about like, it feels like you're wearing nothing around the neck for the most part. A lot of neck presence. And you know, with a hollow chain, we're gonna keep in mind that you're always gonna get the jingle bells. If you don't know what the jingle bells is, jingle bells, jingle bell. It is what it is. If Busta Rhymes can wear like a 70mm hollow Monaco, why can't you? But a lot of presents. So for pictures, for the gram, for the club, for daily wear, this weighs absolutely nothing. This 13.5 26-inch weighs 79.24 grams. It's not a paperweight, but it ain't heavy, not what a 13.5mm should be weighing. But honestly speaking, based on my taste, if I were going to choose between this and a Monaco, I choose this all day just because of that simple box lock and the reversible factor, as we can check out on the neck profile. Ridiculously comfortable in the weight of a 7mm. You can get a 13mm look. Let's check out the other ones. All right, let's see which one this one is. I'm keeping that 13mm on. Ooh, this one might be maybe 9.5. Let's see what this one is. I want to say 9.5. 9.75 actually. And here's the smaller, cheaper version, the 9.5 24-inch version, reversible Miami Cuban link. Same traditional box lock, same look, very, very lightweight. Let's see what the weight on this particular piece is. 48.8 grams. Same look and characteristics as the other one, only this is more of a daily wear size. Very handsome piece, and for casted links, they look very nice. I mean, I've seen a ton of Cuban links in my day, and this one doesn't turn me off in any way. Do I wish the links were a little bit tighter? Sure, but it's not gonna deter me or throw me off completely. Like, these are pretty halfway decent. Now, this one's a 24-inch, so it's gonna be shorter than this one, but this can also provide a stacking situation, so you'll probably get 2 chains for the price of 1 solid. I mean, this is the whole rapper ensemble, street boy, D-boy lituation. Like, the neck profiles in these pieces will be sick. But imagine this, like, I'm wearing a 13.5 plus a 9.7 essentially around the neck and feeling ridiculously comfortable. And the older our dusty necks get for people who are just tired of wearing heavy ass chains but still love that big presence, this is so, I can wear this to sleep and not even think about it. Neck profile. One of the things that's also interesting is that these styles are actually a lot less popular because not a lot of people carry them. So if you're worried about your flex being like, oh shit, he's wearing a hollow chain, or you're around a bunch of chain enthusiasts for some reason that know what they're looking at, but they see the traditional box lock, I'm telling you, they're just gonna be like, yeah, let's move on to the next one. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be the 8mm, and it is in fact that. This one's an 8mm 22-inch, which lately I've been seeing that the descriptions don't necessarily match because it never ends up being 8mm or the actual millimeter size. They end up being a little bit bigger. So let's confirm the size on this one. Yep, 8.19. So that's gonna be a plus for most people. If you see 8, 9, 10mm on the website, just know it's probably gonna be slightly above that millimeter size. So you're still getting the same price with a little bit more girth on these joints. And this is definitely 8mm. And the lock here, I don't know, for some reason on the smaller one, it kind of looks a little bit more flowy and with more synergy, right? And now this 8mm 22-inch weighs, I wanna say 30, I'm gonna guess 33. 37. Again, same thing. The lock actually looks a little bit better on the smaller ones, to be honest with you. It looks a little bit more traditional, old school style, right? You still got the reversible aspect. Boom, flip it over, easily caught. Let's see if, you know, we could do a hang straight test on these joints. Not that I care, but let's see. Let's see. I'd be surprised if it does. Nah, definitely doesn't. So it does have the sharpness, at least on this one. They're so lightweight that it curls. I mean, it's not horrible, but you do get the twist all the way at the bottom. But it's not bad, but it doesn't really matter. Also very stackable. So let's go through the weight breakdown of what I'm wearing on the neck that is just so comfortable and just so much look. So 26-inch, 13.5mm. We got 9.7 at about 24 inches and an 8mm plus at 22 inches. And these 3 chains totaling around the neck is approximately in that 160 to 170 gram total. Neck profile. Bro, this is all the look. Now, it'd be ridiculous for you to wear these 3 chains unless that's your full-blown swag and that's your type of energy. But 160, 170 grand, I mean, this is like 9mm this total weight is like 110K 10mm traditionally. So to give you price point perspective, this 13.5mm is hovering around that 5G price point, and if this were completely solid, it'd be around the $15,000 to $19,000 price point. Significant savings for something that visually to 90% of the people will look identical. Just about cost savings and it's actual gold. But there is one final box here, and I think that this is a bracelet. Open up this piece here. Oh yeah. Now this is the 13.5mm 8-inch bracelet, which I think this is gonna catch a lot of people's attention because you're gonna get that big boy look on wrist, and it's not gonna be on neck. You're gonna have a lot of flex factor. Look at that wrist. This should look kind of alright, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This kind of a vibe, like big boy wrist presence for a really decent price, and you get all the look that you want. Like this joint on, see how it sounds. Boom. These figure 8s, I don't know what the durability of these figure 8s are, but they are a little thin, so, you know, keep that in mind. But figure 8s can be fixed absolutely in any jewelry store that you go to. Like, this is a lot of look, bro. This is a lot of look. And again, traditionally, 90% of the people will not be able to tell if this is solid or hollow. You can't see those little holes even on the bracelet. It's just a whole vibe. So you're gonna get a big boy bracelet that has an incredible wrist profile, right? For like 2 Gs, if not more, because they are offering my audience 15% discount for a limited time. Any links will be in the description. But you got a lot of big boy presence that'll save you some bread, is actual gold, and for a lot of people nowadays, more attainable than the solid pieces. But it's all personal preference. I've been wanting to see these joints on hand, and I do think that for the price point, the look, the separation from the traditional Monaco with the CZ box lock, and the weight, I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck for those who are budget conscious but still want the look. You get look, affordability, comfortable factor, and actual gold. Now, I'm not saying, yo, these are way better than solid, go for these. That's insane. I'm telling you, you're getting actual gold, 30+% cheaper than a solid piece, and particularly for those who get tired of these joints or whatever, and you can insure it for a little more and maybe upgrade if you hypothetically lose it. But let me know what you guys think. I'll put links in the description. Again, any discount information will be in the description. I think they're offering a 20% discount through the 4th of July weekend, and I think an extra percentage for my followers. Link will be in the description. It could be an option for you guys who are looking to get a nice little chain piece without breaking the bank. I think they kind of fly. But let me know what you think. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's long since you never get in. It's long since that you would think that you would.